Hi guys, my name is Dileep. I'm a HealthifyMe fitness coach. First of all, in the first place, let's thank Kamala for this wonderful session. It was really beautiful, insights about the diet, and I hope it helped you a lot. And I'm in this industry for the past 7 years, and I specialize in body transformation. And I'm here to give you some insights about how you can include some tips in your busy life schedule, right? Most of us do not have time to include or squeeze in that workout for about 40 or 50 minutes, because we spend most of our time in the office for about 10 to 15 hours, right? And it's really hard for us to squeeze in that 40 minutes workouts. It's because you mostly commute about 2 to 3 hours sometime, and you have this reason that you couldn't be able to include that. So how effectively put some small tips in that busy schedule, and I'm gonna help you out with those, okay? And we all know that sitting for a prolonged periods of about 6 hours is very, very difficult. And you know that there's a lot of effects of sitting for a prolonged period. So the main agenda here is to break that inactivity period consistently, okay? I shall definitely help you out to include some kind of exercises and some stretches that you can include every 1 hour, so that you can break that continuous inactivity period, okay, consistently, okay? And now, as soon as you sit, right, our body's muscle electrical activity will decrease, right? And our calorie burning rate will plummet up to 1 calorie per minute. And if this continues for about next 3 to 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours, and if this continues for about next around 6 months, 6 to 7 months, our LDL, our body's bad cholesterol will increase, right? We have to work on that, and also due to inactivity, our muscle breakdown will happen, okay? We need to make sure we work, we break that inactivity and include some sort of, exercise in between, and we stay active throughout our, working hours, right? And now, what are all the solutions that we can include? And I'm here to teach you some stretches and some strength training, so that you can include every 1 hour of your exercises. So usually there are 3 parts that I'm going to teach you. The first part is going to be your strength training, and the second part is going to be your upper body stretches, and the third part is going to be your lower body stretches, right? And you can include these 3 every consecutive hours, okay? And now I'm going to showcase these 3 parts of exercises right now, okay? Usually you can use your chair, and at your workplace you can use your chair, and you can do a lot of exercises. Now I'm going through the first part, that is your upper body exercises or upper body stretches that you can include, okay? So usually when you're sitting on your office, you probably, I'm going to start from your neck or your shoulders, and we'll go down all the way. Then we'll use our, deltoids, and then we'll go down and stretch our triceps, and then come back to chest, and then go down to our back, and then we'll go to our strength training exercises, right? So let's start from the beginning. So let's start from our neck stretches. So both the palms facing each other, just push all the way up, and feel the stretch for about 10 to 15 seconds. And then your palms over your head, bend down, and feel the stretch on your neck. And the next one, change the position. Tilt your head towards your left with your right hand, and feel the stretch on your neck. And then change the same thing with the other hand. So make sure you include each and every set about 10 to 15 seconds. Okay. Then we'll go down to our deltoids. Okay. Then cross your hands, hold your elbows, and feel the stretch on your deltoids. Similarly, for your left hand, hold your elbow with your right and push all the way up. Okay, and you have to go to the tricep stretch, right? Grab your right hand with your left and push all the way down. You feel the stretch on your triceps and then on your latissimus dorsi as well, right? Similarly, hold the other elbow and push all the way down, and you feel the stretch on your triceps. It goes to your latissimus dorsi as well. Okay, and now we could probably stretch our chest as well. So cross your hands on your back and then just extend your chest and look up, and you feel the stretch on your chest. Okay, and also you can stretch your lower back. Okay, just cross your leg over the left and then turn opposite direction. Okay, you feel the stretch on your lower back. Similarly, change your position. Turn all the way. So this is the first part, the upper body stretches. Then we can go down and we could do the strength training routine, right? So you could use your upper body and your lower body together for the doing strength training routine. Okay, I'm going to showcase the strength training routine that you could include. Okay. So I'm going to start with very basic push-ups, the incline push-up. All the beginners can do it, and then we'll go down and we can do the tricep workout by doing the back dips as well. Okay. So keep your elbows closer. Okay, and make sure your body is straight, and make sure you make that 90-degree when you go down between your forearm and your bicep. All right. Just go down, make that 90-degree and look forward and come up. Okay, 90-degree, come up. Okay, repeat this for about 15 repetitions and change the exercise. So now we'll go for our tricep exercise, that is tricep back dip. Okay, so here once again you should make that 90-degree between your forearm and your bicep. Okay, so make sure you bend your knees slightly. Okay, beginners usually bend your knees slightly and then go down all the way, make that 90-degree and come up. Okay, intermediate level or people who are more advanced, they can do the single leg dips as well. Okay, these are some exercises for your upper body, and also you can include some planks as well, right? So keep your elbows on the chair, make sure you maintain that, keep your body straight and look forward. Okay, you should not bend your hip. Make sure it is straight and look forward. You breathe in and breathe out while doing simultaneously. Okay, and let's go down and we could do our lower body workouts as well. Okay, let's start with the squats and then do the lunges. Very basic lunges and basic exercises that everybody can do it. Okay, so let's do the squats. Just hold the chair, make sure your hip is backwards, and make sure you're sitting on a chair, right? Just go down all the way and look forward, keep your back straight and come up. Okay, hold your chair, make sure you move your hip backward and bend the knees simultaneously and make that 90-degree. Okay, try to make that 90-degree between your calf muscle and hamstrings and come up all the way. Okay, and then you can also include some lunges as well, the basic lunges. Okay, beginners can include probably the static lunges, and the people who are used to doing some lunges and stuff, they can include dynamic lunges, right? Just hold the chair and you could do the backward lunges. Okay, so make sure you maintain that, once again, the 90-degree between your hamstrings and your calf muscle. Okay, and then you can come back. Once again, hold the chair, go back and maintain that 90-degree here. Okay, and come on. Okay, and for the beginners, just stay there. Do the static stretches, static exercise, static lunges. Then go down and come up. Okay, go down and come up. So here the agenda is to maintain that 90-degree. That's the only thing you should have in your mind. Okay, while doing. So these are one exercise. Also, you could include your calf raises as well. Okay, just hold on to a chair or something in front of you, and then you can go up all the way and come down. Okay, while you're sitting on a chair, you could also walk out for your lower body as well. While you're sitting on your chair, you should make sure you sit straight and extend your leg to work your quadriceps and go down. Extend your leg and go down. Extend your leg and go. You could probably do around 15 repetitions every set. include about 2 to 3 sets while doing. Okay. And then this is the second part, and the third part here is to work on your stretches for your lower body. Okay, let's start with quadriceps stretches. Okay, hold your knee, and grab it all the way. Just grab it and push towards your chest and go down. Okay, similarly repeat the same for your left leg and hold it for about 15 to 20 seconds. All right, and go down. Okay, and you can also stretch your glutes by crossing your leg and try to go forward, and you see the stretches on your glutes. Okay, and then come up. Okay, then you could probably stretch once again your lower back as well by crossing your leg, then turn around once again, stretch your lower back, which is very important to be taken care of while you're sitting in one place. Okay, and also you can stretch your hamstring just by standing there. Okay, while you're stretching for your right hamstring, you're stretching your right hamstring, so make sure you stand still and just place your right leg forward, not too forward. Okay, just maintain that small distance between your right and left leg, and bend your left leg, keep your right knee straight, and you see the stretch on your right hamstring. Okay, just go down all the way. It depends on person to person. My flexibility is more, I can able to reach more. Okay, I can probably touch my head to the knee, so just come up. Okay, similarly when you're stretching your left hamstring, place your left leg forward a bit and then bend your right knee and go down all the way. Okay, go down all the way. You feel the stretch on your left hamstrings. Okay, these are all the stretches that you could include, especially for your lower body. Okay, so now I explained three parts now. First is upper body stretches and your strength training, and then comes your lower body stretches, right? So you can include these three every consecutive hour at your workplace. All right. So now people have questions that, I do work for about 10 to 12 hours, and I sit on an average I might sit around 6 hours at one place, but I'll go back home and I will train so hard so that I can get back to the I can get back to a healthy shape, right? So it doesn't work like that. The main agenda here, once again, is to break that inactivity period consistently. Okay, our research have also proven that the negative effects of cigarette you cannot be counteract through the exercises. Just like that, you cannot counteract the negative effects of sitting through the exercises. Okay, research have proven already. Okay, for example, obese people walk about 15,000 steps in a day and they sit more than 600 minutes, whereas fit people like farmers, they only walk about less than 3,000 steps or less than 5,000 steps, and they only sit about 300 minutes probably in a day, right? So you can relate that to the exercises that you're planning to do while sitting at 6 hours at office and go back and train 1.5 hours. It doesn't work like that. You have to make sure to keep yourself active throughout the day. Okay, set an alarm or a reminder every hour and go around and walk, talk to your colleagues and stuff, right? Drink a lot of water. When you're drinking a lot of water, the tendency to urinate is more, right? So you should have to get up and go walk around and come, right? That's also a trick. I usually follow that as well. Okay, probably include these handy tips in between, and you can include these three parts so that you don't get bored of just going around and walking and stuff. And the main thing is, whenever I ask people that why don't you do work, but they say I don't have any time, right? They usually say I don't have any time, and I ask them, out of 24 hours, what do you do? How many hours do you sleep? I sleep about, my work time is about 12 hours and I sleep about 8 hours now, right? So you're remaining about another 4 hours. What do you do in that 4 to 5 hours? You can decrease your sleep time and keep it about 7 hours, and the remaining hours you can squeeze in that 40 minutes. But still they say, my commuting period is about 1 or 2 hours, right? I travel all the way and I spend around 2 to 3 hours, right? So in that case, you have to think that exercise is the not only option to get back to the shape or work on your fitness, right? So there are 5 parameters I strongly believe in that you really need to keep in your mind. That is, one is your sleep, second is your water intake, and third, your stress levels, and fourth, your food intake is very, very important. When I say food intake, you should look for the macronutrients, especially what is the ratio of protein and carbs and fat. We Indians will never really look into this. We only look for the taste and the quantity, most of us. We really don't have the proper awareness when it comes to these 3 macronutrients, right? And then comes the last one, that is your exercises. So here, you take care of these 4 parameters and your half of your work is done, then comes your exercises, right? So that is where you cannot give reasons saying, I travel and stuff, but work on these 4 parameters which is there in your hand, right? I see that a lot of people have questions now. We could drop in some questions out there and I'd love to answer them. And I see that Miss Lena has a question saying, what are the best exercises to reduce belly fat? It's the most general questions I receive, right? And I know that to reduce the belly fat, isolated exercises for this particular region is very, very important. But by doing only isolated exercise, are you able to reduce, is it possible to reduce this particular fat? No. You have to make sure you include some kind of strength training, a combination of strength training and also the cardiovascular exercises. Along with that, you should include some isolated exercises to your tummy, okay? Why? Because, see, this particular region is most vulnerable for storage of fat. Why? Now, I am walking and this particular part is just stationary. It doesn't involve a lot of physical activity and a lot of fat storage that happens. It just stays stationary even when I'm walking, and while I'm sitting, it is just stationary. Whereas your hands and your legs are moving around and you hardly see the fat deposition on your hands and your legs, right? So it is important for you to include some kind of isolated exercise for your tummy. Even when you're at your office, you can include some isolated exercises. Or if you need any examples of how you can include some isolated exercises, right? I'll just showcase those 2 or 3 exercises that you could probably include, okay? So while you're sitting on a chair and you want to work on your tummy, okay? So just raise your leg and do the crisscross, okay? This is one thing. And also, you could probably do the oblique crunches. Simple, just this elbow should touch the opposite knee, right? Your right elbow should touch left knee, okay? Just do this. You're doing the oblique crunches. It's working your tummy and you're working isolated exercises for your tummy, because these just stay stationary. See, look at my hands and legs are moving around, but this is just stationary. Similarly, you could work on these as well, okay? So like this, you should make sure to include some kind of exercises here, okay? It's not only the isolated exercises, it should be a combination of cardiovascular and weight training, okay? I see that I have one more question from Dr. Kishore. Can we exercise after dinner? If yes, what do we do? Right? Yes, absolutely you can do the workouts after dinner. It shouldn't be like high intensity workouts and stuff, right? Just after your dinner, you should have about 20 to 30 or 40 minutes of gap, and you could include a proper strength training routine as well, not a problem. You should have that gap of 40 minutes or 50 minutes, and your dinner should not be heavy, okay? It should be a smaller meal, right? A smaller balanced meal. And usually if it is heavier, usually we Indians eat heavier dinner, you could probably go for a walk after 20 minutes, okay? And I see one more question from Mr. Anup Mystery. Is it possible to reduce fat in specific areas? If yes, what exercise should I do to lose fat on my upper body, right? I guess this particular question, once again, I just have to repeat the same thing that, you should, only with some specific exercise on your upper body, you won't be able to reduce that fat. You should include a combination, right? Just like, I'll just give you a simple example, right? You want to shape an iron rod, okay? And you cannot shape that iron rod when it is cold properly, right? You need to heat it up, and then you have to shape it when it is red hot. Only then you can shape it properly. Just like that, you have to do some isolated exercise, in combination of strength training and weight training, and your body is heated up, and then with that you should include some isolated exercises so you can shape your body however you want to, okay? That's my belief. I believe in that as well. And now, let's go to one more questions from Miss Priyanka, and the question is very, very important. I usually receive these kind of questions, right? The main question, this question is My weight has stopped at 65 kg despite regular workouts, walk, come on, run, and yoga, healthy diet. What should I do? When you say healthy diet, what exactly mean by healthy diet, right? Healthy diet matlab, you say I reduce intake of fat and stuff here. That's good, but you should make sure it should be a properly balanced, that is proper ratio of protein and carbs and fat, okay? Our dietitians shall definitely help you out. You could probably get in touch with our dietitians and they'll definitely help you out on that part. And now when it comes to the plateau, I mean, I see that this particular stage, you call it as plateau, where you don't see any changes in your fitness routine, be it be gaining the weight or be it be losing the weight, okay? Your body just stops giving results at that particular time or that particular period. That is called as plateau. You need to break this plateau with several techniques when it comes to your diet and also when it comes to your exercises. So there are different kind of patterns. According to the science, you should change the pattern every 3 to 4 weeks, all right? What are all the patterns? They say what kind of patterns I do. Every day I do shoulders and triceps, and the next day I do chest and biceps, and they say that I'm changing patterns every day, but why I'm not talking about that pattern, okay? There are different kind of patterns, like compound movements, isolated movements, pre-exhaustive workouts and stuff. So I don't want to confuse you with a lot of scientific terms though. Okay, I'll just give you a small example now. When you're doing compound movements, you're using more joints at the same time, whereas isolated movements, you're doing only one joint at a time probably. When you're doing the tricep extension, you're only working on your triceps. When you're doing a chest press using the rod, you're using your shoulder, you're using your elbow, and your wrist as well as. So it's 3 joints at the same time, so it's a compound movement. So now, what is the ratio of this compound movement and isolated movement? Is it 80:20 or is it 20:18? So this is also one of the pattern that you need to change, okay? And then comes pre-exhaustive workouts, right? What is pre-exhaustive? You're exhausting your main muscle in the beginning, and then you're going to exhaust your assister muscle. So for example, you're doing chest press, okay, using the same rod, and you're exhausting your triceps first, and then comes your shoulders, and then comes your chest, okay? Whereas when you go to the isolated exercises, or whereas the fly, you do the chest fly using the machines, right? When you do the chest fly using the machines, it hits on your chest spot on, okay? So you're exhausting your main muscle first, and then comes your, and you can go to the next workout, that is the compound movements, right? You're exhausting main muscle, and then you're doing compound. Your main muscle is already exhausted, and then you're working on your assister muscle. So these are all the different patterns that you should include. It's not about changing exercises every day. It's about changing exercises every 3 to 4 weeks of different pattern. And let's go to the next question. That is Mr. Rajiv Wah has some question. How does stress affect weight loss, and how can I combat stress with exercises, right? Anybody in the world for that matter, just after exercises, how depressed you are, you will feel happy for no reason. Why? Just after 40 or 50 minutes of exercises, there is stress release hormone that's going to release in your body, right? Because your body is going through a lot of stress while doing 40 minutes of exercises, and our body has that capability to work opposite way. Okay, it is going to relax. It's a gift that we got. Just like that, for example, you're crying for about few minutes, and then after that you feel happy for no reason. Why? Your body has this capability to work opposite way to make you feel better. Okay, and then I have one more question from the Boston Shaikh. And can I lose workout without doing any exercises? Right? Yes, absolutely. You can lose weight without doing workouts. Okay. How I insisted this point in the beginning that we only think about exercises. When I ask you why you're not losing the weight, they say, I'm busy, I couldn't do any exercises every day. But what about other parameters? Your sleep, your water intake, your stress levels, your food intake. Take care of these 4 parameters well, and last comes your exercises. You can definitely lose weight, and you can definitely work on these 4 parameters. Just work on these 4 parameters and you're through, okay? You need not to worry about exercises mainly, okay? It's just one of the parameter that plays a role when it comes to losing weight. All these 5 parameters depending on each other, okay? And let's go to the next question. Since thyroid is rapidly increasing and I suffer from it too, what is the ideal plan for it. Okay, so when it comes to thyroid, there is no isolated workout which is designed only for thyroid and stuff. Once again, it's about the combination of weight training and the combination of the cardiovascular exercises, right? There is much more science involved in it, okay? And in HealthifyMe, you have coaches who are specially trained for, to train people who are really, suffering from the thyroid issues as well. And you could probably get in touch with them. They'll absolutely help you to how exactly you can deep dive in and help you with those exercises, all right? And once again, for the same PCOS issue, you could probably, you have the coaches who are specially trained for PCOS, and they shall definitely help you on all that, okay? And yeah, I guess we do have questions coming in. I see that Prabhakar has a query. Does heavy weight training build muscle faster? That is also one of the technique, but don't believe on heavy weight training, okay? Believe in a proper range of motion and using the low weights. I mean, the bodybuilding is not about lifting heavy. It's about lifting moderate or low weights and doing a proper range of motion. Believe in proper range of motion every time. Don't believe in lifting heavy, okay? You're not a weightlifter, you're a bodybuilder, right? Now, let's go to another question from Ms. Pallavi, that is, how can one decide on the extent of weight training for themselves, right? Weight training is important for each and everyone, okay? Because weight training has emphasis on few parameters. That is, there is two types of parameters that you need to keep in your mind, that is muscular endurance and muscular strength, right? There's a difference between this, right? So for example, I can able to run 100 meters efficiently, but you don't, okay? So my muscular endurance is more than you. So how do you get this? Are you going to get this only by running and running? No, you have to do weight training for that. So weight training and cardiovascular exercises both are important here, okay? So for each and everybody, weight training is important, okay? Because you have to maintain your muscle percentage. We should always go by the body composition analysis, right? You want to reduce weight, you only think about, I just want to reduce weight, okay? But you really don't think about what is that weight you want to reduce, right? Go with the body composition analysis. Check what is your muscle percentage, fat percentage and stuff. Try to work on reducing the fat percentage. Don't depend on overall body weight reduction, okay? Even if you're depending on overall body weight reduction, check what is your fat percentage, muscle percentage currently, and then do the exercises with respect to that. Design the diet plan with respect to the body composition analysis, and design the workout activity with respect to the body composition analysis, and then go with respect to that, okay? The HealthifyMe coaches will take this into consideration while designing the diet plan and the workout plan. They really need to get into the BCA. They really want to know what is the BCA of a client, and then they have to design, right? So it is very important to know the BCA and work with respect to that, okay? And I see that I'm losing weight but can't seem to lose inches. What should I do? I guess just before this I was insisting on body composition, right? And this is where it connects. I'm losing weight. Yeah, you're losing weight but can't seem to lose inches. So now your macronutrient balance is maybe not proper, okay? You're eating food, but that particular food is probably not matching with your exercises, okay? Why? Now the ratio of protein and carbs and fat is probably imbalanced. So your protein might be very less and your carbs intake is more, and then your fat intake might be a moderate amount. So when you're following this, you're going on and doing exercises. When you're doing exercises, your muscles are being hurt and you want to restore those muscles, right? When you don't intake proper protein, you might end up losing the muscles, but your fat still remains same. Now, you know that muscle density is more when compared to the fat, okay? So if you don't increase the muscle density in your body, okay, your body looks all saggy or loosened up. Okay, so that it is very important for especially women to increase the muscle percentage in their body, so they have to consume enough amount of protein. You know that the research shown, we came up with this research from HealthifyMe saying women in India consume almost 13% less protein than men, right? So it is high time for women to take care of the protein intake and increase the muscle percentage, because between 40 and 60 years, women tend to lose a lot of muscle on their thigh and the glutes, and because of the load imbalance, all the weight will go to the knee, right? And the women usually tell after 50 years, they say that they get the knee pain, right? Why? They think that maybe their bones are not strong, so that's why they're getting the pain. That is also a reason, but the main reason is the muscle imbalance on their thigh and the glutes, and all the weight go to your knee. So your knee is not designed to take that imbalanced load. Okay, that is the reason you get the knee pain. So make sure you take care of your protein intake. Okay. So go to the next question. How can I boost my stamina? Right. Once again, the same question. Same answer for this question comes a combination of cardiovascular exercises and weight training to increase your muscular endurance and as well as cardiovascular capability. Okay. So we have more questions coming in. Okay. It is from Tejaswini Singh. Can you give me tips to boost metabolism? Okay. Yes, absolutely. You can. Metabolism, to increase metabolism, once again, exercise routine into your daily life plays a huge role. So you could probably include weight training. Weight training plays a huge role when it comes to metabolism. Okay, you need to stimulate your muscles by doing some kind of weight training, so it will definitely help you, right? And then let's go to the next questions from a user named NK, right? I feel very thirsty while running on the treadmill. If I drink water afterwards, I feel nauseous. Why is this happening and what should I do? Yes. So the reason is maybe before doing your exercises, your body is not properly hydrated and your body is not properly loaded with complex carbs. Okay, you need to make sure you have that complex carbs loaded 30 or 40 minutes prior to your exercises. When you load your complex carbs into your body, your body releases the glycogen into your blood and your body is ready with that fuel to do exercises. And then you should also make sure before that you need to properly hydrate your body with proper intake of water, right? You need to probably look into that as well. And the next question is from Amita Harish. What should one do to combat knee aches while running? Right? Once again, the same thing, right? It's a woman and she has knee issues, right? It's about the protein imbalance, the muscle imbalance. You should work on the muscle imbalance, make sure to take care of the protein intake, and you should include a proper stretches post workouts and also pre, right? You need to properly include as well. Okay, now I see I have only one question left. I see Mr. Shivjit Sahai. I gained weight after I started gym, 2.5 kg in 20 days. I was taking 1 scoop whey protein. Could that be the reason? Not at all. Okay, maybe a negligible amount, right? What is 1 scoop of whey protein, or what is this whey protein? It's a supplement, right? When you see the meaning of the word supplement, it's something extra, right? When you don't meet the protein requirement through your natural diet, maybe then you have to go for that supplement. If you're meeting the natural protein requirement through your natural diet, you need not to go for that supplement. Okay, so that is not the reason to put on more weight. It's about you look into your natural diet whether you're properly balancing your protein and carbs and fat. Once again, okay, it is really challenging for us, for most of the crowd, to design this. How do I get the protein and carbs and fat properly from Indian food? Especially our Indian food is mainly consists of carbohydrates, right? And yes, and they also think that proteins, whey proteins and supplements shall help, right? Now, I strongly believe in going natural diet. Whatever available in your kitchen, follow those. With those resources, you can come up with a wonderful diet. Okay, you need not to go for the supplements, right? I believe in that, and HealthifyMe believes in promoting the natural workouts, natural diet routine and stuff. And we don't believe in suggesting you any medications or unless it is required or any supplements. Okay, we believe in the natural diet which is available at your workplace, available at your kitchen, and the exercises. When it comes to exercises, we don't believe in pushing you to go to gym and train. Okay, you can be smart enough to use the space available around your room, and you can use your body weight and can do a lot of exercises, right? The terminology is called as calisthenics. There's hundreds of exercises that you can do just by using your body weight, okay, irrespective of your expertise level. Okay, you could probably get in touch with the coaches. Okay, go to the HealthifyMe app, get in touch with the fitness coach and the dietitian. We will definitely answer more questions. I see that a lot of questions coming in, and I'm running out of the time. And you can get in touch with our coaches in HealthifyMe. They'll definitely helping you. They're gonna help you, right? And thanks a lot for joining HealthifyMe live. I hope I added some value to your time, especially this Saturday. And thanks a lot. And like this page and subscribe this channel and stay tuned.